All right, what's up, everybody? This is A7X Fan Ben, and welcome to another fleet making video. This is one that I actually made back in August 2022. We're going to be making it on PSM list and be going over kind of the idea behind it. So it's supposed to be a competitive fleet, but I don't know if it actually will be. It's really dependent on finding a unique treasure called Altar of the Loa, which you might know already as one of the most powerful unique treasures in the game's history. It says, do not load this treasure. Instead, place it face up on this island. While docked at this island, you may eliminate 2 crew. If you do, on the next player's turn, you may choose to give actions to his or her ships or choose that he or she gets no actions at all. So the general premise is to find it as soon as possible, flip it, and then start sacrificing crew to control the enemy fleet. So it's best usually in a 1v1 game where you can basically dictate the outcome of the game and deny the other player the ability to play the game. So it's really insane. It's quite probably the most overpowered unique treasure Wizkids made, and we're going to try to break it completely here. So the fleet is called Altar Abuse, and I'm just going to copy part of this description I wrote on Pirates of Ben. We're just going to make it public. It's already basically public, so we're going to save that. And then, so it pretty much uses some typical cheese to try to find the altar as soon as possible, with the high peng getting double actions from Micron on the Patagonia. So we're going to search for Black Bart next. So it does utilize Bartholomew Roberts. So he's got the treasure trading ability, island treasure trading. So this is partly so he can fling the altar towards the bloody jewel. So the high peng is going to go out really fast and try to basically explore an island that's kind of close to the enemy home island so that they are denied access to the altar. And then ideally, there won't be any negative UTs on that island that mess up the high peng. And if the altar is there, Bartholomew Roberts is going to be used to fling the altar towards the bloody jewel, which is probably going to be towards my home island. So, and then the bloody jewel, she has the bulk of the crew that we want to sacrifice to the altar in order to control the enemy. She's going to have extra explorers and oarsmen. So you only have to sacrifice 2 crew from a friendly ship docked at the island. So with 4, that's already 2 turns of control. So in a 40-point competitive game, usually 2 turns of that extent of control where you can just not have them do anything, or you can start throwing their ships onto reefs and stuff like that. It's probably long enough to be able to secure a victory. Maybe not right then, but with the way the game would go after that, you should be able to get out to enough of an advantage from this altar abuse to win, especially with high peng trying to run gold and stuff like that. So Black Bart, and we're just going to add the other crew. So we've got a helmsman, explorer, oarsman. So that'll help her move LS each turn. So with the captain ability, she gets plus L to her base move, and then helmsman gets plus S. So her base move is basically doubled, and then she's going to be moving LS up to 2 times in a turn, because we're also going to have Micron on the Patagonia. That's basically just so she can get places as fast as possible. So I guess we'll add that one. No, let's add Bloody Jewel next. So Bloody Jewel is a good one because she's cheap, very good cargo, great speed, one of the better gold runners in the game. And it's good. She can have a helmsman aboard and then still have point cap space to add these cheap crew that are planned to be sacrificed. So we're going to add 2 explorers and then 2 oarsmen. You could easily do one explorer and 2 oarsmen, but I just did 2 of each to start. So in that case, you'll have 4 cargo spaces taken up out of 5 because the first oarsman doesn't take up space. So Bloody Jewel looks good. Now we'll add our typical combo here. I will make fleets without this combo in it, but for this fleet, it does utilize the Micron Patagonia cheese combo. So Robinson comes aboard to allow Micron to fit with the point cap space ignored. And then we've got Bradley for +5. So that's our setup there. That gets us to 45. So that's one potential weakness of this fleet. It does not have Hidden Cove. I wrote about it a little bit in the description, but the problem is it takes a lot of points to make this high Peng setup. So there's not a lot of points left over for crew. You want to make sure you have enough crew to sack. So Bloody Jewel has 2 turns, or 2.5, I guess you could say, of crew to sack. We are going to include an Abandoned Oarsman in the treasure distribution. So that could combine with the Bloody Jewel's Helmsman for 3 turns of control, or the High Peng might sacrifice her own crew. She might get rid of 2 of her crew in order to get a 3rd turn of control of the enemy fleet. So 45 points, and then we're just going to add the forts, because there is a chance we'll be using them. May or may not, but with forts, it's more, a lot of times it's kind of just a given that you would have these forts on hand when you're playing a fleet like this that has the factions to utilize them. So it's always good to bring them to every game. That's another post I made on Pirates of the Ben, like things you should bring to every game. Forts are definitely a heavy consideration when I'm making sure I have what I need. So for treasures, we've got the altar, of course, the main one. And there is the option of bringing in the altar via Pandora's box. So that's something that I don't have in this fleet right now. So I'm gonna leave it out. I'm gonna leave this fleet as is, as I made it like about 1.5 years ago. But there might be a test of this fleet, especially if this fleet doesn't do super well. I'm probably gonna try out using it with the Pandora's box, because then if they're on different islands, half the islands would essentially have an altar. If you know you're going to bring in the altar in with Pandora's box, then unless they're on the same island, you have like a 50% chance of getting one on the first island you go to, or any given island out of the 4. So Maps of Alexandria, Pirate Globe, these 2 are designed to let us find the altar faster. So that's also going to massively expedite this fleet's exploratory efforts. So they both turn all treasure on all wild islands face up for the remainder of the game. So there's a very high likelihood you're going to find this thing quick, which is the idea. There is a chance, of course, your opponent will find it first, which could be a disaster. Ideally, they don't know it's coming. And even if they do, they might not want to sacrifice crew right away. So we'll do Abandoned Crew last. So yeah, this gets us to the maximum 5 unique treasures. And then the other 3 treasures are going to be 3 5s. So we still have 8 coins for 15 gold. And yeah, so ideally Black Bart can also trade away negative UTs, but there is limited opportunity to do that. Like if you get natives, you'd rather trade that away than trade away the altar or something like that. So yeah, there's even a chance you could trade away a negative UT and then receive the altar without even knowing it. You might accidentally get the altar in return, which would be cool. So, and the altar, it says while docked at this island, you may eliminate 2 crew, and it doesn't say that's an action. So Aotearoa has a pretty gigantic pirate code entry, actually. So both eliminated crew must be aboard ships docked at this island, but they do not have to be on the same ship. Crew may be eliminated at any time during your turn, but both must be eliminated at the same time. So if High Peng finds it right away, or trades for it, she could eliminate 2 of her crew on the first turn. You don't even need to use Bloody Jewel's crew, at least not right away. And then that would buy you time for Bloody Jewel to then get to the island for additional turns of control later on. So yeah, and then it gives some more detail on that. Abilities that do not apply to actions remain under the ship owner's control. You cannot reveal or look at any face-down cargo on the opponent's ships. So there's a lot of different little things here. And forts and marines may still be given actions normally, of course, because it's only for ships. And then, yeah, this makes sense. You may use this ability on subsequent turns That's where it gets real ugly. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it though. So I don't know if this is going to be competitive or not. I have my doubts, especially because it doesn't have any events in it. So we'll see. I'll definitely try it out at least once in 2024 and see how it does. So anyway, appreciate you watching. Feel free to like if you enjoy these fleet making videos. And I've got links in the description, affiliate links that'll help out the channel and Pirates with Ben if you buy from them via eBay or Amazon. So I appreciate you looking at those. And feel free to subscribe for more Pirates content. Thanks again for watching.